This video is a demonstration for the Smart Notebook application to show the tools and some of the options available for laying out the content. I've created a sample file here to walk us through some of these options. Here we have a home page. Here you can have quick links to the different sections or pages. Navigation is available through different options. You can have links on the page itself, such as these objects are links, or clicking on the pages in this side menu here. You can also use your right and left arrows on the keyboard and up and down to navigate as well. If you want to display it in full screen mode, then it's nice to have the links on the page itself. Each product will have a title page, and each page throughout the file will have a quick link back to the home page. Teacher's notes pages are necessary to give background information about the lesson. You can include links to URLs in your pages. This example here will bring up the Interact website. You can include attachments, and you can see those that I noted them there. You can also open your attachments panel and see what attachments you have in your file. You can include Smart Notebook files, PDF files, HTML pages, and you can also see the file size for them here. However, the size included here will also be added to your overall file size of your Smart file, so it's good to keep attachments to a minimum. I added a legend here. Icons are recommended to quickly assess what to do on the page. This is a sample slide you can add for direction, or for questions that require more than one page. You can ask the question and then go to the next page for a continuation of the question. With this slide, I'm introducing the content section. This example shows screen shades and pull tabs. This is a pull tab here. Teachers pull them out. They can follow the instructions, and then they can put them off to the side to allow for more screen space to draw with. This problem asks us to use the table tool up here to create a 5x2 table. So we can start with that and select it and move it up. It also asks us to shade half of the table. So we can use our properties panel over here and select a portion of it. And I'll just shade one portion of it. This is a screen shade down here, and you can move the screen shade to reveal the answer by dragging on the circles either way, and close it out if you'd like as well. This slide here shows cell shades in a table. Students can follow the instructions, use the drawing tools, write the answer in here as it asks for, and then the teacher can reveal the answers. This slide here shows some measuring tools. The teacher can access these tools at the top of the page here. Just by clicking on it, it will bring that object out. You can rotate it and scale it as you would any other object. You can change the angle of it, and by clicking here you can bring that angle as an object on the page. This tool here you can also draw with and create an object based on the drawing and change the angle and rotate and scale as well. This one is also similar. I've created these buttons down here to show you an example of one way to use the ruler tool. Students can measure the different objects and then record their measurements. These are some of the tools for creating objects. You have your text tool up here with different fonts and sizes. In the properties panel you'll see different choices for whatever tool you have selected. The pen tool is up here. You can find different colors if you want an arrow on the end, maybe a dashed line. These two here work kind of like a highlighter where you can see the object behind it. Creative pen makes things a little more fun and interesting. The page recording is if you want to record your actions on the smartboard. Whatever you do, you can play back, and this is an example of that here. On this screen, you're asked to divide the pizza with the line tool. Well, you can find the line tool up here. You have lots of different options for lines, curved lines with arrows. So we'll just use the straight line for this one and divide our pizza. And then another popular option for using the Smart Notebook software is dragging and dropping. So we'll use that feature to label our pizza. Another great tool is the Magic Pen. You can find it up here. You can draw a circle to spotlight something. It'll come up and then you can move it around and close that out when you're done with that. You can also draw a square if you want something magnified. And we'll close that one out. And also you can write something if you just want to write some notes and just have them on the screen temporarily. Shows the eraser tool and the infinite clone tool. The teacher can pull the pull tab out for instruction. The infinite clone tool allows you to copy an object just by dragging it, so we can copy these onto the books. After you're done with that, the student can write in the answer here, and the eraser tool will erase anything written in Smart Pens. So you can choose your thickness, erase to reveal the answer when the teacher is ready. This example asks us to create 15 circles and resize them to be all different sizes. So I set up this circle as infinite clone, and you can also just resize it by dragging there. There's also a shape tool up here, which you've got a lot of different options of shapes that you can choose from, but we'll stick with a circle for this example. And you can resize circles very easily that way. There's also a shape recognition pen, which is pretty interesting. You can create or draw a circle, and whatever shape you're trying to create, the pen will automatically fix your lines to be closest to that shape. Here's another example of drag and drop. You can drag the plums into the basket as it asks for, and then the students will write in the answers, and to reveal the answer you can go to a solutions page that you can set up, and here is created a link to that solutions page. And after you've checked the solution, then you can return to your previous page by clicking a back button. Another option for revealing answers is through object layering. So in this example you can follow the instructions, and then in your own timing, when you're ready to reveal an answer, you can move an object to see the answer. This also shows object layering, but the object is a magnifying glass. You can add more interest with multimedia. In this example, the teacher can play a recording of how the fraction sounds. Flash files and video can also be added. Smart Notebook has animation presets. You can use them to reveal answers. Other options are flipping, shrinking and growing, or rotating. Here's a fill-in-the-blank example. Another animation preset is to fade in or fade out. Another fade out example. There's some different options for your camera tool. This one here, you can click to get an image object of the entire screen, or you can drag to select a certain area and it will capture it onto a new page for you. This one here will create an image object of the entire screen. and also paste it onto a new page. This one here will take a picture of your screen and also create another object to be used. And this one you can just draw to select only a certain area. It is recommended to have a summary page. Mods is a system where students will have handheld devices and punch buttons to answer questions. Not all schools may have this, but it might be nice to have some smart response quizzes to offer. I will end on this overview page of some of the features and tools that I've talked about. One last thing also to keep in mind is that they recommend not to have large files with lots of pages. Probably less than 15 in a file is ideal. So if there's a lot of content for a product, it may need to be broken up into multiple files.